This is UWW3 News. Wowee! It has been an intense day in the Middle East lands. We have kick off with the psyops of Trump, of possible sleeping cells and so-called drone attack on the Californian coast by the Iranians. Wow. Who's gonna buy that? Trump's got a bridge to sell you. Psyops and backtracking. Wowee. Spain has already given the boot to the Israeli ambassador to Spain. Probably maybe a series of Israeli or American diplomats getting the boot. And there is news during the raids over Tel Aviv. There's a lot of film coming out, obviously hitting various parts of Israel. And you thought the Israelis and Americans have taken out the Houthis and Hezbollah, God knows what else, of the proxy Iranians. Well, they've been very active in the last few days, launching rockets and stuff like that on targets on Israel, while Israel goes and target the Lebanon and Beirut as well. As usual, civilian targets, not military. And regarding the news which has been flown around in the circuits of the web, there were certain top officials of the Israeli government got taken out, presumably during one of these rocket raids last night, probably. If that's confirmed, I don't think they're going to confirm Israelis, because they're having their arse hammered, because there's appearing hypersonic missiles being used with multi-cluster heads, something like that. and Israelis are moaning about it's against it's a war crime. They just make you laugh. What about them hammering civilian populations, not just today, but throughout the years, throughout the Middle East? And the Houthis been busy yet again. Yes, they are. They had attacked and probably sunk an oil tanker, which is related to some American company. And there's an oil tanker which is destined for China, which they passed, And probably we can round up with one or two things. There's even talk, probably today, was delivered, apart from Russia, the Satan II missiles. Those are big fuckers, they are. Hypersonic stuff. I think secretly the Russians have been making these missiles in certain numbers. Had a few to spare. Not just the use of conventional warheads you can use on these things. Your nuclear warhead. And regarding Iraq, I think one of those Iranian missiles went astray in Iraq and hit a military base by accident in a place called Erbil. I didn't pronounce it. bad. Reportedly, there's no one injured, no type of form of casualties. I think there's just a warning to the west. If you get in the middle, you could go under the same fate. Obviously, Collective West are sending their warships to patrol what you would call it, Hormuz Strait. A few container ships were attacked. One which came from Bangkok, Thailand, had its keel damaged by a marine drone. And all this talk, the Iranian warships were destroyed, or these high-speed patrol boats. It's a load of bullshit. They are round and about. Even there, a few Western assets been attacked. There's even probably an American ship was involved, civilian ship, commercial one. Probably one of those containers as well. It goes to show things are not ending. I think it's only beginning. It's going to drag on for a long time until the Iranians and their proxies have the firepower to do so. Obviously, the aircraft carriers which were sent down there, they're out of missile range, not to get shot by the Iranians by chance when being target. Because as soon as you see these European NATO warships start nosing around in that part of the world, it's basically you have paint a target on your vessel. And I think this so-called war with Iran and Israel and America and dragging other European countries is becoming a bit of a immense fatigue for them to face. Also the discussion, Americans are running low on missiles and stuff like that. Probably a few days ago there was a urgent briefing or meeting of all the big corporations in America of the defence, saying you're going to have to beef up production. And obviously we could expect a false flag event by chance. Trump and the West, Collective West, saying, as I mentioned in the other video, the Iranians haven't got any more missiles of fire. Well, certainly, if they say wave upon wave every day of missiles and drones, they have got a lot up their sleeves. And that's probably why America and Israel are running down, because you send hundreds of drones and you manage to stick a few missiles in between them. Obviously their defence systems are too busy shooting down drones, and therefore you are shooting down probably things which are not a priority target at that moment, missiles, which is most dangerous. And obviously talk about that type of early warning radar in Jordan, which got destroyed $1 billion. The American based Prince Sultan and Saudi Arabia got totally destroyed. This is not in Iraq or Syria, which the Americans think they are going up against. The Iranians have been preparing for this for years. They knew the day was coming. And obviously, they're not the type of population or a country you think you can push them over and bomb the shit out of them. And obviously, murdering the Ayatollah, which was replaced by a more hawkish type, you know, gives them more motive to fight on. As they said, you're going to bring us down, we're going to take you down with us. And therefore, the whole Middle East, where all the assets of oil rigs and refineries and stockage, every day they're being attacked. And this, you know, could jeopardize the global economy, especially of the West. I think that it's really taking its toll in Asia. Shortages of fuel and food as well. You know, if this continues, it could even arrive on the doorstep of the West. A scenario of this type.